Well, game 3, those shots were falling early for Boston. That's why they were playing so well.
The three-point shooting, no one has taken more in season than the Celtics did. Great block by Jermaine O'Neal. And then Brad Miller running the floor late.
In terms of how they're getting after it on the defensive end, and they're moving the ball much better. Something else Isaiah talked about.
Absolutely. Brad Miller, open look. Weaving his way through the Pacers. Delk from the baseline. Tinsley got a hand on that beyond the line. He could have stepped in a little.
3 feet beyond the line and a couple feet right of the basket as well.
Delk for the drive.
Continue to attack that basket. Although Jermaine O'Neal's a great shot blocker, Tony Delk jumps into him, draws the contact, gets the bucket and the free throw attempt. Players, the officials know it as well. If you go in and initiate the contact, the team have to continue to work to get him opportunities.
McCarty swings it, and then it comes around to Delk. Three-pointers go down. A lot of guys looking at officials early in this game saying, where's that whistle?
It's going to be buried in their mouth. You're not going to hear a lot of whistles.
So Blount comes in. Tinsley drives, dumps it off to O'Neal.
He's averaging less than 1 point a game in the playoffs. They need his offense.
They just more than doubled his playoff average with that field. Harrington tried to rifle it down. Tinsley is there and gets it to drop from the... Tinsley almost lost it between his legs. Delk steps up to try and strip him. Tinsley spinning to the hole. Trip here in Boston. Unable to get a field goal to fall, but eventually he's going to get it back. How about that? Gets right out on him. Brad Miller, open look. And it's Celtics, Pierce. They've got to get him on track. McCarty swings it. Delk, three-pointer on the way.
The shots, it's going to be difficult for the Celtics.
How about that? Tinsley just...
And here's a perfect example here. You know, the Celtics, all their emphasis is on the pick and roll. You can see Ron Mercer sneaks in on the back, put forth a great effort there the first 3 quarters, and was not able to close the door. But they have no answer. Having a heck of a series.
Here in Boston in the 2 games. Pierce, open look at 3, and it's good.
Growing pains. This is the type of stuff that you go through and the struggles that you have to deal with.
Pierce shoots over Artest.
Again, that's where Antoine can really hurt this team, his ability to penetrate the basketball.
Mercer turns it over. Unglued. Pierce tried to fire it in, and Tinsley comes in the first half. Pierce, no good. O'Neal with the rebound. Ahead to Harrington, good catch, lays it off to find a way to stop. Paul Pierce gets a little tip from behind. Pierce thought he was fouled. Tinsley now to Miller in a tough position, but Miller swinging those elbows around Antoine Walker. Jumps down to Artest. Celtics come with a Williams 3 is no good. And Brad Miller had Batiste sealed. O'Neal catches it and drops it.
Doing it in this series other than that second game.
Tinsley to O'Neal. Good catch and whoop. Tinsley now to Brad Miller, wide open. Antoine Walker bumps Harrington back and loses the ball. Double team. Oh, and Tony Delk is open for 3.
A much higher quality of 3 in this game, and it's not exactly what he wanted. Just a great play by player in Paul Pierce.
Tinsley gets an easy
for preparing his team defensively for what they had to do. Fieldhouse is going to have to be a very, very welcoming sight in terms of the poise that you need.
19 points for Tony Delk. That's a playoff career high. Reggie Miller trying to break the
game at a time. They can come back and get this game 6 today, unfortunately. But again, he's a guy who's...
And this thing goes back to Indiana. Do not count Reggie Miller out. Tinsley.
The fact that he has been such a great player for so long, they are going to listen, but they're going to need that guy to step.
They want this thing over with. They want to make sure there can't be another...